Vanga named the signs of the zodiac chosen by God. Who among us is truly chosen? Who has God singled out among billions, giving them strength of spirit, special protection, and a destiny? The great Vanga said that there are signs of the zodiac that have been given a special mission. They go through life as if a higher power is behind them. They cannot be broken. They sense the signs of fate and attract events that change not only their lives, but also the lives of those around them. Today I will reveal the secret. Which signs of the zodiac Vanga named as chosen by God? This knowledge is the key to understanding your own destiny and those around you. Subscribe to the channel right now if you want to always be among those who possess the profound truths that are hidden from most people. And in the comments, write which sign you belong to and whether the prediction matches your inner strength. Be prepared. A revelation is coming that will change your perception of the zodiac. The first sign is Capricorn. Capricorn is accustomed to relying solely on their own strength, but it is in this sign that Vanga identified a special destiny. She spoke of people who embody the cold steadfastness of mountain peaks, and it is these individuals whom God places on a special path. Capricorns combine perseverance and inner fortitude, which makes them figures who are trusted more than others. Their path is always difficult, but this is precisely what makes them special. God does not give an easy path to those who are to be examples to others. The main difference between Capricorn is that he receives not random gifts, but deserved ones. Every step, every effort, every trial shapes him as a bearer of power that can change not only his destiny, but also the destinies of those around him. For Capricorn, these are not empty words. They feel as if life is testing their strength, and the harder the trials, the clearer their inner essence becomes. Vanga emphasized that Capricorn is the sign to which God entrusts the management of time. He is able to wait longer than anyone else, and therefore receives what is unavailable to others. His chosen status is manifested not in instant gifts, but in the fact that he stands where others cannot endure and leave. This steadfastness is the highest sign of trust. Special emphasis should be placed on the fact that Capricorn is entrusted with the ability to turn limitations into strength. Where others see a wall, he sees a step, and this is precisely why God chooses him. He does not give up or retreat, which means he is capable of bearing any burden. The keys to great heights are in his hands because he knows how to take responsibility. Capricorn should not look for easy paths. His chosen status means that the most difficult trials come to him, but with them comes the right to results that no one else is capable of achieving. God chooses him because only he can withstand such a burden. At the end of the journey, Capricorn always gets more than he expected. But this is always the price of struggle. Vanga said, "Where others fall, Capricorn rises." And this strength is not accidental. It is invested in him from above, and that is why he stands out among others. There is no simple happiness for Capricorn, but there is a great reward, the respect and trust of God. The second sign is Pisces. Pisces have always lived on the border between weakness and incredible depth. But it was in them that Vanga saw the sign to whom God entrusted the gift of connecting people and showing them the way to the light. Pisces is not about harshness or struggle. It is about the ability to hear what others miss. Their uniqueness lies in their ability to feel more than they would like to. And through this, they become mediators between the earthly and the heavenly. God chooses Pisces because they know how to accept. When others demand and argue, Pisces know how to listen. And in this humility lies their strength. Their gentleness is not weakness, but a special tool that transforms chaos into harmony. Vanga emphasized that when everyone else loses their footing, it is Pisces who are able to maintain balance and bring calm. This sign is also distinguished by the fact that Pisces carry a secret resilience within themselves. Outwardly, they may seem defenseless, but they are the ones who go through the hardest blows of life and do not become embittered. Their hearts remain open, and for this, God gives them more than they ask for. Pisces can be an example of how humanity is preserved in the world, even when everything is falling apart. Pisces are characterized by a special trust in what comes from above. They do not resist the flow, and therefore find themselves where others get stuck. Their chosen status is manifested in the fact that God makes them conduits. Through them often come ideas, thoughts, and even decisions that can change the fate of entire families and communities. Pisces do not seek power, but it is to them that people come for support. An important point is that Pisces know how to forgive. And this is not simple kindness, but a chosen mission. God entrusts them with the power to let go of resentment, because this is the only way to break the chain of evil. Where others seek revenge, Pisces bring reconciliation. This role makes them the ones who maintain balance in the world. But because of this, their lives are rarely easy. God sends Pisces more trials of the heart than other signs. They are tested by betrayal, misunderstanding, and loneliness. However, each time they rise above it, and this is where their chosen status lies. Not in wealth or power, but in the ability to bring light when it seems that there is only darkness around. Vanga said, "Pisces is a sign to which God is particularly close. Their life is one of service, even if they themselves are not aware of it. And at the end of each path, it is they who receive a reward that cannot be measured by earthly standards. God chose them because without them, the world would have long since drowned in coldness." The third sign is Taurus. Taurus always stands out because its strength comes not from external vanity, but from an inner core. Where others seek support, it becomes the foundation itself. That is why its name was among those who were called the Chosen Ones. God noted Taurus for its ability to withstand the onslaught of circumstances and maintain integrity when everything else is falling apart. Its path is that of a person who is not afraid to take on the burden of responsibility and is able to hold in its hands what others find unbearable. It has a special mission: to be the guardian of material and spiritual order. Taurus is endowed with a rare quality: the ability to turn the simple into the valuable. Where others pass by, he sees opportunity, and this ability sets him apart from others. He seems to carry within him the code of a creator. Everything he touches becomes stronger, more durable, and more long-lasting. God chose him as a symbol of steadfastness and proof that true strength lies not in speed or cunning, but in the ability to remain true to oneself and see things through to the end. A special feature of Taurus is the ability to maintain a balance between the earthly and the sublime. His craving for beauty, harmony, and material wealth is not a weakness. On the contrary, it is through this that his chosen status is manifested. He knows how to create a space around himself where people feel protected, confident, and orderly. This quality makes them not only strong, but also needed by others. God has singled out Taurus because their life shows that stability and loyalty bring results that cannot be shaken. The drama of their path is that they are often tested by hardship, limitations, and doubts. But it is these trials that make them a symbol of reliability. Every time he withstands the onslaught, he proves that being chosen is not a privilege but a duty. His role in the world is to set an example of strength that does not depend on circumstances. In the end, the main feeling remains: Taurus is not just part of the crowd. He is marked by a higher power, and this mark is expressed in the fact that it is his perseverance that becomes the foundation for others. God chose him not for rewards, but so that he could show the world that truth always stands on strength, and true greatness lies in the ability to hold on to what has been created with difficulty. The fourth sign is Libra. Libras possess a rare nature, where every movement of the soul becomes a reflection of the highest harmony. Their uniqueness lies not in the strength of their hands or loud actions, but in the fact that they carry the scales of justice within themselves. God has marked them for their ability to distinguish between truth and falsehood, where others see everything as the same. It is Libra who becomes the one who balances extremes, who does not allow the world to lean to one side and lose its balance. Their presence always reminds us that truth does not live in extremes, but in the ability to maintain balance. There is a special tension within this sign, the desire to please everyone, and at the same time the desire to remain honest with oneself. This contradiction makes their path difficult, but it is precisely in this that the divine plan lies. Libras were chosen to be witnesses and guardians of balance. Their voice has a special power. They know how to speak in a way that diffuses conflicts, guides, and restrains. God chose them because through them the law of harmony is manifested, without which the world would be destroyed. The uniqueness of Libra lies in the fact that their beauty and grace are never empty. Behind their outward charm lies the ability to influence people's destinies, unite those who are divided, and open the way to harmony. Their life is an example of how gentleness can overcome rudeness, and balance can outweigh chaos. Where others break, Libras connect. Where others judge, they seek the truth. The trials that fall on their shoulders are often related to choice. They face situations where it is impossible to please everyone, and this is where their chosen status is revealed. Libras learn to take a step towards greater justice rather than profit. This is where their true strength lies. God has marked them because they show people that harmony does not come on its own. It must be maintained, even when everything inside is in turmoil. And in this choice, full of doubt and struggle, Libras become a symbol of truth that does not oppress, but inspires. Their chosen status is expressed in the fact that they remind the world that without balance there is no development, and without justice there is no future. They are given to people as a reminder that even in the most brutal confrontation, there is always room for balance, and those who are able to maintain it are closer to God than those who have won by force. The fifth sign is Aquarius. Aquarius stands out not for its external strength or material grasp, but for its gift of seeing beyond the boundaries of the present. Its uniqueness lies in its ability to open the way to places where no one has been before. God has marked it as a bearer of change, a conduit for ideas that do not belong only to the present day. Aquarius is the sign of the future, the sign of freedom, the sign of renewal. Where others get stuck in old ways, it sees the opportunity to break down walls and build something new. Its nature holds a special mission: to break down outdated structures and create something that will help others grow. This is not rebellion for rebellion's sake, nor is it capriciousness. It is an inner impulse that does not allow the world to freeze. God chose Aquarius for his courage to step where there is no guarantee of success, and for bringing people not only freedom, but also the realization that without change, development is impossible. Aquarius always follows a special path. He is not attracted to power for power's sake, nor is he held back by the confines of familiar comfort. He seeks meaning in what can unite people, make them freer and stronger. His chosen status is manifested in his ability to connect different ideas, different peoples, and different views, turning them into a single movement. Where others see only chaos, he builds a system in which everyone finds their place. Aquarius's trials lie in the fact that he is often misunderstood. His ideas seem too bold, his steps too risky. But this is precisely the confirmation of his chosen status, to move forward even when the majority has turned away. He seems to carry within him a spark that will not ignite immediately, but only when the world is ready to accept it. The drama of his path is that he is always slightly ahead of his time. But God has marked him for his faithfulness to his destiny. He is chosen to be an example to others, to remind them that they cannot cling to the old when there is something greater ahead. His life is a symbol of movement, a symbol of freedom, a symbol of a future that comes only when there are those who are willing to fight for it. And this is where his true destiny lies. He shows people that faith in change is stronger than fear of the unknown. God singled out Aquarius not to follow the crowd, but to become the one who leads the way, even if the road has not yet been paved.